Right, I've got to try and remember everything. So, I went to Snowdonia. I went to the mountains a few days ago and had a really great time. The weather was incredible. The plan was to meet Matt and Nick, which I did. Unfortunately, we weren't able to have a full-blown night out or anything like that because, unfortunately, I had tutorials on Saturday and the guys could only come up on Friday, but I was completely clear on Thursday and Friday, so I thought I'd go up Thursday night. I had I went to a student's till 5:30 on Thursday night, and then I went to the mountains afterwards. And I wasn't sure if it was going to be really dark trying to put the tent up. I got there at 9:30 and it was like daylight. It was amazing. So I went to the mountains, I camped, and then the next day I went and filmed around some of my favourite places. Didn't go to the top of a mountain or anything like that. I met Peter Moore, who's an artist who paints Snowdonia quite a lot, and he gave me his business card. And I got back to the car. When I got back to the campsite later on, I couldn't find it, and I really wanted to write to Peter because he was going to send me some images that I could put in the video. So Peter, if you do find this video, I'm really sorry. I'll still try and find your email address so I can write to you anyway. But I feel bad about it, like on two levels. One of them is obviously I lost it, and the other one is I think I might have lost it on a mountain, which I just feel really bad about because I'd never drop anything in the mountains because they're so pristine and beautiful. Then I met up with the guys. Oh good, the microphone's working. When I went down to, particularly I think when I went down to film Trevin, I had the mic, this mic that I'm using here. I had this on top of the camera, and it's not something I do very often. And actually, although it seems to work really well here, and I think it gets a nice sort of ambient sound, when it was on top of the camera, it was picking up way too much wind. It was picking up loads of interference. I actually got to the point. Oh, and also, it was making it more difficult for me to balance the camera for some reason. So it all looks really shaky when I'm filming Trevin, which is such a shame. I didn't expect any of that. When I came back to the footage, I was like, no. So what I did, I never do this, or at least I don't do it very much anymore. I've silenced some of that footage and I've put some music over it, and I've chosen the music that we used to listen to when we were in the mountains over 20 years ago. And that was, I've used one of the songs, the first song off the album Car Boot Soul. So hopefully you enjoy that and recognise it. If you enjoy this video of Snowdonia, which is like, for me, it's my biggest video of the year, and I've been desperate for the last 3 months. I've been so busy and I haven't been able to get up there and film. And I've been seeing winter this year. I follow so many Instagram mountaineers, and they were all there in winter when the snow was on the mountains, and it looked incredible. And I've just wanted to go up there ever since. So I'm really glad I finally made it up there. And I was only up there for one night. But hopefully I've got something that you'll enjoy. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, ding the bell, comment below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot. Bye. I also want to say thanks to Matt and Nick. I want to say a big thank you to Matt and Nick for appearing in the video, and also for the clips. The opening clip to this video is from one that I was WhatsApped, and I've also used a couple of the pictures that you sent me. So thanks a lot, guys, and it was great to see you. I'm about 10 miles from Bettersea Coed, and normally when you approach Snowdonia like this, you can't see the mountains, but the visibility is so good today. Look at that. Wow, isn't that wonderful? That's Trevon on the right, and I guess the highest peak would be Snowdon, but is that the one in the middle? I'm not sure. I'm not used to seeing it from here. This is a place that me and Matt used to camp at regularly. There was a time, I don't know, about 98, 99, summertime, spring, summer, when me and Matt, we came up here every weekend for weeks, and it was great. And we used to have this saying at 5 o'clock on a Friday night, we'd be in the mountains in 3 hours. And this site, you would have probably just seen lots of shots of Trevon. And this campsite is at the bottom of Trevon.
And it's great because you can camp over by the house, or you can camp up on some rocks behind me, up in a sort of fairly exposed position, or you can come down here by the water and you can see that people have been arranging stones in a circle and having campfires, and it's great. I particularly remember one night when we were all here, me, Matt, Nick, and we were sat round a campfire under the stars, and it's just fantastic. I found somewhere to park where I can walk up to Idwell Slabs. I'm going to go past a waterfall. It's not really a waterfall, it's more of there's a bridge over a river, but it's very steep. When it's been raining, it's pretty epic. So we'll see how this goes. Right, so I've walked up to the next lake up, which is called Idwal. We're looking up now to the Devil's Kitchen. And from here, I don't know if you can see, I'll zoom in. Can you see a path making its way across here? You follow that path, you go over a little stream, and then when you get to this very rocky bit, you go up and then left, and that takes you up onto the Glidders. And then round to the right is a U-shaped valley called the Franken Valley, which is over there, down behind those rocks there. And there it is. I think that's going to be my my big shot for the day. The first time I came here, I wasn't ready for it. And I started having trouble with heights. And I remember just coming up over the top of here, just wanting to get down on my knees and run away. Because yeah, it's quite a view. Yeah, it's beautiful. Matt was there, so we might interview Matt later and get his response to the first time we saw this. Morning. So I found Peter Moore sketching in the mountains.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm not sure if you can hear this very well. Well, I suppose I could put the mic on the back of the camera, couldn't I? I just wanted to do a quick update. After I went for a walk up to Cwmidwal, I went up to where my tent was up there, and I took the tent down and packed it all away, which feels quite free actually. I feel like I've just got my car and my hat. Look, I've got a picnic table now. I've just got my hat and my car and my cup thing, my enamel cup, and it's nice. The weather's beautiful. I've got my camping chair, I'll show you that in a minute. When I was sat out just reading this maths book. Oh, it's just opened on command. Okay, you can close now. Thank you. Where was I? Yeah, I just wanted to do an update. The guys are getting here at about 3 o'clock, and one of the reasons that I wanted to pack away the tent was, well, I wanted to leave them some space up the top, because I know the guys like to go up there, so whoever arrives first to be able to put their tent up the top there. So they might like that. But also, I wanted to give myself the element of control, that the tent's kind of packed and I had time to do it, and it's packed away. Oh, and I keep hearing those jets. It's weird because you'd think you hear a lot of jets in Birmingham. Oof. Look at this. Oh, I hope you can see that. So yeah, as I was saying, you hear a lot of jets in Birmingham and you'd think it would be quieter here, but there's just constant, I guess, Air Force manoeuvres going on, which is really interesting. Pretty cool. It's a shame I didn't have that a bit more zoomed in, but hopefully you can see them. That was really good timing. If the guys get here at 3 and I get away at 6, I can make everything work. I'll be home by 9, and then up in time. I've got a tutorial tomorrow at 2, I'm teaching at 2, and then at 4, so it all works like that. But if I stay overnight and I get up late in the morning, I've got big problems, so that's kind of where I'm at. And so yeah, I've just been sitting in the car because when I sat out on the chair, it just got too hot.
Let's get some photo video on my Microsoft shirt. I'm gonna pop down and comes with a beer though.
You're gonna get a beer now?
Too hot not to have a beer. It was beautiful here.
When you have a beer, I'm gonna have a Coke. I got a Coke ready for when you have a drink.
It's not the same, is it?
It's brilliant. And
Yeah.
there's a scramble, and there's a bit of a drop. Well, there's a good drop, and there's loads of stuff. And then you get to the top, and then it just slopes away all the way at that angle,
Yeah.
all the way down. So it's quite an easy route down.
So you have to scramble to the top of there. You go from the left side there?
You go down. You go down the road here, and then there's a little lane that takes you up.
Yeah.
And then there's some.
Oh, I think we've been up that lane.
Old
haven't we?
huts and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's quite cool, isn't it?
Oh, there's a little quarry in there, flooded quarry.
Yes,
That you
it
can
is.
swim in. It was amazing.
And what was that? There was something we chucked rocks down or something, some kind of big massive crack in the ground.
Oh, that was last year.
Yeah, what was that? I can't remember what we just said. away.
path. You would have loved that.
Oh no, you mean not?
Yeah, you wouldn't have liked that. There's this massive kind of crack in the ground, wasn't there? It's like,
There's a quick,
we had to jump over,
they've been
didn't we?
mining, haven't they?
Yeah, we lost the path and ended up on this thing. And like the path led to this crack and we almost had to like jump over it.
Well, it was, how far was it? It was a step over, but neither of us could actually.
No, we chucked a stone down there and it was like,
There's just no way we could step over this crack because it was just bottomless.
Oh my god.
we literally chucked a rock down. It looked about 10 seconds or something to hit. Right, now we'll go around.